止めたければ実力で止めろ。構えろ。これが最後だ。フェイトグランドオーダー、コスモス・イン・ザ・ロストベルト、黄金樹海機構、ナウイ・ミクトラン。物語なき世界に神が生まれる。
Hello everyone, welcome back for some more Let's Play Fate Grand Order. We're doing the second half of Section 12, Kingdom of Corpses. Let's get going. I've been thinking about this. My family's here, they've arrived, but they're at their hotel. So since they're there, I can record, no problem. We overheard everything on the comms. We know Tepu stayed behind in enemy territory. Yeah, we gotta go. Gotta rescue him. He's there doing his Kirby down B. I wish we could combat the enemy's numbers with our own, but... We'll help save Master Tepu! We've got to! But we can't handle Camazotz. Oh, he's too scary. I just know we shouldn't be afraid, but I can't stop shaking. You do be shaking.
Get a hold of yourselves, soccer raptors! We're not going to demand that non-combatants put themselves in danger. We just need your speed. Run to the temple as fast as you can and fetch Kukulkan. She's ridiculously strong. She'd have no trouble handling hundreds, no thousands of enemies.
Our seventh bro's already doing just that. But he screeched that he can't find Lady Kukulkan anywhere.
Damn it! She just does whatever she feels like, doesn't she? I suppose this is it then. Coin Sky can't do much against skeletons since they don't desire anything. And with Captain unable to leave the border right now, does this mean it's time for Kadok with his Matty Beast Maze-crafted combat focus, so accustomed to fighting on the front lines? Sion, an expert alchemist and elite member of the Atlas Institute, whose plans always go according to our calculations. Myself, an intellectual mage, an expert commander who issues orders left and right for HQ. And Mounier, who could probably also do something useful to join Data in battle.
I'm not really a combatant, you know. I cannot use threats or pull off combos or anything like that. That's a Melty Blood reference. So yeah, full confirmation. This Sion is not a fighting game character. That's fair. Sometimes in life, you know, life either takes you down the route of an RPG gacha game, or it takes you down the path of a fighting game. You're not that. However, the whole thing, it seems my time has come. Who's this? Oh, I know that voice. Who? Oh, hi, right. No one can match me in the art of necromancy. That Camazotz is even using zombies and skeletons. Shows just how much he has to learn. If this demon claims to be a skilled summoner, I will show him the true might of Egyptian technique. The technique that even takes our undead's comfort and well-being into consideration by ensuring they still have bodies.
Oh, now that is confidence right there. I never would have believed you were the same servant who's been on a losing streak since she got here. Well said, Nitocris. This is your chance to redeem yourself after your humiliating loss to Tlaloc.
Did you really need to bring that up right now? Yeah, I mean, kind of way to bring down the mood, buddy. Also, yeah, just pop instant death on all them and you win. Yes, I can hear them. The voices of the dead. With so many here, even an inexperienced necromancer can embed them in vessels. He could call out to 100 dead, and he would only capture one. I doubt he cares who he gets as long as they can fight. So the other 99 are just ignoring him. You certain you can win? I am. This is where we fought that turkey. I remember its cry was no ordinary thing. I see it now. It's because it was calling out to the dead. Oh. Okay. That's why it affected me so much. I can hear the voices of the dead. I'm ashamed I didn't realize this at the time and only dismissed it as a healthy morning call. So you essentially left your spirit channel on and dialed up to maximum volume. More or less, yes. It didn't do me any favors at the time, but at least I can make use of the experience now. I'm going to layer a spell that mimics the bird's cry over Camazotz's necromancy, essentially jamming its signal. Only a truly exceptional necromancer could hope to keep control of their familiars under those circumstances. So, which set of ears do you use to listen to the dead anyway? Do try to keep your insolence to a minimum. As for my ears, it doesn't matter either way. More skeletons. We're here. There's the Ka'an ruins. Now where's Tepu? Bro is just there holding shield. Ouch. These Khan soldiers are hurting me. Looks like he's tired, but still hanging in there. Oh, we're not too late. So, you've returned, Chaldean boy. Good. Struggling like that really gets your blood pumping. So, what did you bring me this time? A storm? A fire? A disease? It doesn't matter. The Khan warriors are indestructible. You'll never defeat them with the kind of violence you'd use on the Uh-oh. What? You recognize her? What's going on? Are you in love? I don't know what's going on, but this would seem to be our chance. I'll open my underworld mirror and cleanse the spirits that fill this land. There they go! Rah! He yells. A necromancer. I knew it. You should be ashamed. Revolting, revolting. I want to tear out my own eyes. It's so hideous. Kill that woman, my warriors. Otherwise, she will send you into a nightmare from which you'll never awaken. How dare you hear the voice of the dead even outside the underworlds? There's only room in Mictlan for one necromancer, and that's me. Okay. I mean, I'm just gonna kill over and over, you know? Match necessary starting member. Nitocris' starting member also needed. So one thing I did get is my friend said he was going to put on the service. Yeah, there we go. We get to try him out. So let's go Nitocris. We'll go my Nitocris. Sure, we'll go with mine. Why not? Might as well. Because then we can give her the death chance up, which we want. Yeah. 10%. It's not a lot, but it's good. Mashal, we'll give you, yeah. And then we'll put on... Okay, so otherwise we want people who can do things over and over. Actually, what I should do is, who would be best for helping with the... Probably you, right? And then we'll go strings, and then we'll just switch you in after. And let's go, because if this is a real battle, we need to actually care about it. You can do that, and then as a last resort, as well as I do want some stuff, you are always real good. We just have enough. Okay, you know what? And then for you, we will give our... Where's our bond there? Because you can just pop your thing and be good. 10%, baby. All right. Here we go. Sure. Let's do this. Okay, let's see. If it's roughly the same thing, then we're good. If there's even a gimmick that helps us, we're even better. Right? We'll see. Oh, it's loading. Is it another infinite battle? It's a little hard to load infinite assets, you know? Oh no, it's only one of 3. Okay, there is a oh, boy! What is that? So that's the voice of Link. Yeah. Oh, perfect. Look at that. So what do you have? Master skill effect up. Increase a portion of Wait, what is this? Is this like a... Slightly increase certain master skills effect. What? That's crazy. That's insane. What are you talking about? That's super crazy. I didn't know about that. That's crazy. Anyways, is this for how many turns? That's success for 3 turns? Let's do this. Let's wipe you guys out. Let's go 1, 2, 3 for any on the chance that it doesn't wipe them out. Okay. I hate how, if you look carefully at this costume, when there's like the red glow around her, it kind of clips through her hair weirdly. It's not great. Thank you. Well, this is going to make this battle easy. It's literally, hey, do you want to like loop as her? Have fun. Check this. Boop. Yep. And then let's go. I do want to see your super here. How much do you give yourself? Increase gauge for yourself. All allies except yourself. Invincible and apply invincible immune. Huh. Okay. I do want to see what that is. Attack up for people with guts. Should have gave myself that first. Special attack super giant and negate sunlight. First, sun shibalba. Let's see what that is. Is that on everyone? What is it? Ignore invincible. Overcharge heavy damage for all enemies and increase. Okay, let's try it. Let's see this here. I want to see what it looks like first. If we don't use her, it's even better, but let's see. What do you do? What is your Shibalba, buddy? Because Shibalba's like the name of the world of the dead, right? Oh, he goes away? Oh! Oh, he's a big lad. What does that remind me of? That design really reminds me of something. And I can't say what. What does it remind me of? Like the long-necked white skeleton man. I can't even say what it actually is meant to be. It's definitely like it reminds me of some, you know what, like a little bit of Diamond Weapon from Final Fantasy VII, right? A little bit, not fully, but a bit. 6 turns on that. Yeah, it's not going to be enough for us. Oh, I should have not done your stuff. So let's just start with this here. Okay, you do some of that. Okay. Yeah, the cooldown is going to be good. Ow. Oh, that could be bad if that continues. We still need a couple turns. You know what? Let's go with this. Yeah. Bring you in, because then you can get Nito to help out with some more. Get Tezuka to do his full combo. Okay. Yeah, let's see Teza's full combo here. Oh, puts on the mask. That's what the mask is. That's what the point of the mask is. Oh, we don't have a full combo with him. I thought we had a full one. Alright, let's see here. It's gonna be the same thing, but fast. Yeah. It's an interesting design. Okay. Okay, let's see here. We're going to break all these gauges, then hopefully we'll be able to get Nitocris' super and kill them all, I hope. Hopefully they don't do crazy stuff and kill her, but I don't think they will, considering she has an invincible on still. Oh boy. Could I even have killed them if they had the break bar? I don't actually know. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Okay, we're good. No, we're not. Well, we can pop this on you at least. Right? We can do a full combo now with you. Let's do it on this fella, because I just don't like you in particular. Alright, let's see here. What do you do? Dash and shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Throw the thing. Shoot the thing and rains lightning. That's kind of cool. Oh my goodness, those are a terrifying amount of buffs. Thankfully, we are good. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3. All right. Anyone who doesn't die will die by the second one. Didn't kill a single one. Again, I think him being summoned as a assassin is literally just one of those, yeah, bro's nerfed in-game sort of things, which, fair. We summon him in his Grand Berserker form. He might be a bit too much. Though, who knows, maybe the Grand Berserker is a different one. Hey, look at that! Bond 10 Melusine. Aurora. Wow. What does it do? Increase arts and a buster by 10%. Wow, that's pretty good. Not bad, not great, but pretty good. No matter how cruel your existence, no matter how harmful your way of life, the day will never be less precious. It was a miracle that happened on a whim, brighter than the 460 million years of memories. The moment I saw the most beautiful thing on earth. Though this body may crumble and this heart may shatter, my yearning will never fade. Oh, beautiful Aurora, your face is like a shining star. My love for you is everlasting. Aww. She'll never be summonable. Unless she is, and she gets the title of like Titania. I could see them doing that, but we saw the 2025 servants. She's not on there, I'm pretty sure. What is this? What just happened? What happened is you lost, demon god. I've rid these ruins of all the dead spirits gathered here. You no longer have even a single pawn to command. I said, what just happened? Oh. Dang. Are all your CG arts, like, you getting messed up? Also, your boob is wild. Hi, Nitocris. What's up? One move. Oh, geez. You ever just inhale and you just get like a whiff of like a single particle of dust that your body says, nope, don't like that. Anyways, one move and I'll split her from head to toe with my scythe. So fast, he grabbed me before I even had time to blink. Now answer me, woman. What just happened here? How did you do it? You mean, how I returned your familiars to the earth? I just used my own dead spirits to banish your... No. The soldiers you commanded. You were treating those pale ghosts as though they were your own subjects, weren't you? Those ghosts were long dead. Any dreams they had vanished along with their souls. And yet you're going to tell me, what? That you remember each of their names? What? Answer me! Do you actually bother remembering them all? Do you really recall those dead people's names and deeds every single time you call upon them? Of course I do. Those ghosts were all once loyal subjects of the Pharaoh. Even if they are no longer with us, I still honor their names and deeds. A Pharaoh who reigned as briefly as I did is only able to exist as a heroic spirit because I share their pain. Disgusting! Utterly disgusting! Ugh. I want to tear my own skin off. I can't take it. I can't take it any longer. This is the worst day ever, ruined by the worst woman ever. What even are those ridiculous rabbit ears? They make every hair on my body stand on end. I'm going to Yahi. Ooh, hey, it's that way. We know that one. Yayaukui for a healing bath. That spring, the source of night, should at least rid me of these awful chills. Yeah, we recognize that name. That's the noble phantasm we used. I'm not sure what he was talking about, but I get the feeling it was very insolent indeed. Anyway, I didn't manage to land a hit on him, but does this mean we've driven him away? I say that counts as a victory. Indeed, a victory is yours, and I live to see another day. Thank you all so much. Nitocris, you did what no one else has ever been able to accomplish. You defeated Camazotz and drove him off. I have no doubt there's going to be a grand festival in Chichen Itza tonight. You should return there with your head held high. I see. A festival, huh? Wait, what? Dang. I don't think she ever expected to be paraded around after being a pharaoh in the past and stuff. It's like, she's kind of, ever since becoming a servant, has kind of been a fail girl. Kind of like her first win. Even after her first loss, you know? I'm just saying good for her. She deserves it. Alright, hey, no battles! We're gonna have a party, a festival, let's go. Corn! For everyone! So much corn. This is quite a party! Spectacular work, Nitocris. No other warriors ever managed to drive Camazotz away. The Danos will never forget what you've done. From now on, whenever they encounter a problem, they'll say, Nitocris didn't give up when she drove off that annoying bat. WWND, what would Nitocris do? Insolence! Insolence! She can't handle it. Party's still going by the sound of it. I can hear the sound of the Danos all the way out here. This is not how I imagined today would go, but at least Kaldi is super popular with the Danos now. Starting tomorrow, we should be able to focus on repairing the border again. But before that, yes, we need to continue our discussion from earlier. It seems that the last cryptor, David Sem Void, has a plan of his own, entirely separate from the foreign gods. He means to use Ort, wherever it is in this Lostbelt, to destroy the entire planet. So our top priority now, ahead of tracking down Ort or cutting down the Tree of Emptiness, is to stop David's plan. Though of course, since we have not yet been able to detect the Tree of Emptiness, much less locate it, we can do little in the way of planning to cut it down. Yeah, between crashing, getting taken prisoner, surprise cultural exchange, and the zombie attack, I honestly haven't even given thought to searching for the Tree of Emptiness. How about you, Tanner? Mash? Have you two seen anything around that looked like it could be the Tree of Emptiness? Nope. Hell. Get it? Because Underworld? Mictlan is chock full of mysteries. I agree with Senpai. The surface is entirely devastated while this underground world teems with life. I think if we understood Mictlan's structure, we'd have no trouble figuring out where the Tree of Emptiness is, but...
You people are overthinking this. Things like the Tree of Emptiness are always in the deepest, most inaccessible parts of the world, so it seems clear to me that we'll find Mictlan's Tree of Emptiness at its southernmost point, the ninth, bottommost stratum, thinking vertically. And that means once our storm board is back up and running, we can fly right to it. So for now, let's just be patient. Give our tickle advisor and Sion time to finish the repairs while we kick back and relax in our air-conditioned rooms.
Not happening, Gordolf. Did you forget about the report of what happened in Mexico City? If we don't do something soon, we won't be able to stop the future where Ort wakes up. We have no idea how long it will be until that happens. So the best thing we can do right now is stop Tezcatlipoca and David's plan before they can wake Ort up.
Right. Well, that slipped my mind, but the future they saw was already set, no? Will us stopping their plan change that?
Of course. We do nothing. The future they saw in Mexico City will be set. But right now, we're still at the crossroads of the present. Should Ort wake, we'll no longer be able to alter the future Tezcatlipoca showed us. However, if we stop Ort from waking, the future is entirely in our hands. Yep, and that's why we need all the information we can get. Who exactly is David Sem Void? How's he planning to wake Ort? For that matter, what exactly is Ort? We still have detected it in Mictlan, so right now, we can't even say whether it's asleep or dead. Without that information, we can't really formulate a plan. As much as I wish otherwise, unfortunately, we don't have any other way of finding more information. Neither the Danos nor the King of Dinosaurs seems to have any knowledge of things outside of Chichen Itza. Maybe we can infiltrate Mexico City again and ask David himself. Nah, it's a dumb idea. Even if we manage to get in and find him, he'd sooner die than tell us anything.
What should we do then? It's been less than a year since David came to this Lostbelt, the same as it was with the other cryptos. So, where was he all that time? What was he doing? How did someone so opposed to humanity summon Escalating Polka? Where exactly are Ore to the Tree of Emptiness? Only we could talk to someone who had the answer to those questions. Of course, we could never be so lucky for someone... we could never be so lucky as for there to be someone around who conveniently has the knowledge we need.
Oh, is that all you need? Because I'm pretty sure you can find a Danos who knows what all the crypto's been doing since his arrival. They're in Metztitlán. Great. Cool. Metztitlán! Of course! Where's Metztitlán? Oh, sorry. The Danos have been pestering me for more of your stories, so I came here to fetch Tanner and Mash. But your conversation was so interesting, I just could not but listen in, yes? I see. Sorry we didn't notice you. So, what is this Metztitlán place? In our world's Aztec mythology, it is part of the name of the first of the 13 heavens, the bottommost domain where the moon moved. Ilhuicatl Metzli. I'm trying my best. So from what you're saying, I gather it's some kind of moon-like facility overlooking all of Mictlan? That's right. Unlike the bastard in the sunglasses, I don't know much about the future, or causality, or any other complicated topics, but I do still want to help you, so I decided to skip the council meeting in Mictlan and come here to talk. If you don't know the answer to a question, ask someone who does. And there's a very knowledgeable Danos who's good at answering questions in the Metztitlán Observatory, yes? So there's someone up there who with an even greater knowledge of Mictlan than you, so who in the world is this person? Are they part of the teachings of the sun like you? Good question. The circumstances of our births are pretty similar. Oh my god, I know exactly who this is, by the way. If you think of me as Mictlan's new son, she's Mictlan's new land. She can never leave the place where she was born. And that place is the last destination humankind can reach on their own. The observatory that was built in the 7th storm. I know exactly who this is because none of you would frickin' shut up about this. Yep, here we go! Yep! Hey, there it is! It is known as Metztitlán, the terminal observatory, and is home to Princess Quiche. I'm calling it Quiche. The stargazer known as Archetype Earth. She's a duplicate of the planet Sol. She's existed since Mictlan first came into being. Yeah, this would have been a crazy pop-off moment if, oh my god, this is the most spoiled thing of this whole... Well, second most spoiled thing of this Lostbelt. There's something else. Something else, of course. That would have been a pop-off moment. Would have been nice to know. And I know what she looks like. Because again, you guys are a bit too lip flappy. Guys gotta be careful. Okay? Okay. The 7th stratum, Metztitlán, the terminal observatory, almost like the Chaldea of Mictlan.
Thank you, Kukulkan. I was expecting a lifeline, but you've truly proven to be our savior. All right, everyone, you heard the goddess. We're beginning a new operation. Tanner, Mash, Hammondtrap, Da Vinci, and Nitocris over there are having the time of her life. Prepare to leave for the 7th stratum at once. And could I ask you to accompany them, Kukulkan? Da Vinci will only be there to handle data analysis. You're the strongest fighter around by far. We'd be very grateful if you were willing to help Tanner.
Of course. Yay. Thanks, Director. Now I have the perfect excuse to cancel my annoying council meeting. I can't turn down a request for aid after all. Sion and I will stay to focus on repairing the border. Skaya, you're on guard duty. What will you do, Kadok? You'll be helpful no matter which group you go with. So you should go where you think you can do the most good. Okay. I'll stay with the border too. I can't help with the repairs. We go over the clock tower files since they might have something on David.
Oh, good idea. I think I'll do the same. Clock tower files are heavily encrypted, though. We'll need to decrypt them one at a time.
I can help with that. Though it'll have to be in my downtime between repair tasks.
All right, then it's settled. Let's get to work, everyone. Oh, but not right this second. Tanner and Kieran still need to rest. You both have a responsibility to get 7 hours of sleep and 2 hours of relaxation each day. You'll be departing tomorrow morning. Until then, take some time to enjoy the Chichen Itza nightlife if you like.
Why don't you spend the night in Chichen Itza too, Commander?
Good point. A chance like this doesn't come every day. If I think of it as a vacation or a tropical rainforest, then maybe... No, wait, you can't fool me. And I'm just going to be mistaken for a giant shock ball the moment I set foot outside and pass around from day to day until I end up somewhere I don't even want to imagine.
But first, we should probably rescue Nitocris from the shrine. Since the Danos want to hear more Lostbelt stories, we can kill two birds with one stone. We've got a long journey ahead of us starting tomorrow, so this might be your last chance to talk to them. Make sure to tell them as much as you can. I swear to God, if we do a refight against the frickin' against Sir Nunos, I'm not gonna be happy. And that's the story of the Chinese Lostbelt. Oh, we're just going out of order. Wow, a world of all vassals and just one human. Man, that's efficient. Really efficient. The vassals do all the heavy labor to keep the world running and provide the king with culture. The king evaluates it all, becomes a primary figure in making further advancements. Technological development could never take a wrong turn in a world like that. The other Lostbelt worlds were pretty astonishing too, but in terms of completion, the Chinese Lostbelt sounds like it was right at the top. I know what you mean. No one in this society ever had to feel unnecessary suffering or want things they could never have. Complete, yes, I'd say it is, but at a level of a species, maintaining the status quo is effectively regression. No matter how stable no matter how stable the world a species lives in may be, if that species never changes at all, it will only be a matter of time before other species surpass them, effectively cause them to degrade. But this Qin Shi Huang person managed all these changes himself. So long as they never made a mistake, the Chinese Lostbelt would have been powerful indeed. And they did not, in fact, make any mistakes, which is why their empire became eternal. It's just too bad their lifespan was limited. Not necessarily physically, since they did acquire an immortal body, but mentally. It almost sounds as though the Great Wall they built enclosed their mind as well as their nation. That part I honestly don't understand. Why would a human of that caliber stop trying to grow their territory? Isn't that why they became emperor in the first place? To grow humanity's domain as far as possible? Maybe expanding in outer space just isn't worth the cost. I'd say it was probably a combination of space travel not seeming to be worth the cost and an interest in pursuing their own evolution. Qin Shi Huang was the ultimate human in a very real sense. Their theology was solipsistic, yes, but that was because they truly believed themselves to be the pinnacle of humanity, and since they were so strong in both mind and body, they probably never saw a need to compare themselves to others. It's the same ideal Kirshtaria tried to bring about. Qin Shi Huang loved their subjects and strove to advance the human species as much as possible. They were a perfected person, a true Zen Ren. But unfortunately, there was no one else in the world who could stand as Qin Shi Huang's peer, which ended up leaving them as the only human there was. So they were a really hard-headed human? Kinda sounds like Tepu. He never lets anything stop him, even when he's all alone. Wow, these other Lostbelts are amazing. We could never try to keep surviving after an extinction. None of us care about having our species flourish or trying to evolve further. Really? But surely you guys don't want to go extinct either, right? We do try to avoid death, but that's not the same thing as trying to avoid extinction. That would require a way of looking at things which was very focused on us specifically. We live for something bigger than ourselves. No longer nodding, Dino, I just realized. That said, no Danos can put into words exactly what that bigger thing is. But you taught us that our world is a Lostbelt, a world that was meant to be pruned away. We're grateful to you for that. We're not envious of any other Lostbelts or of proper human history, because we know that our Mictlan is already a complete and perfect world. Yeah, we all love Mictlan, we're all grateful to Lady Kukulkan. But you know, I do wonder if our Lostbelt's as meaningful a world as the other ones. I hope so. This is very weird to be in a chapter where they're like, yay, we're gonna die, and we're okay with it. And we're like, oh, okay. I see. Well. We might end up starting a bit of the next section, too. This is like a half-hour mega thing, which is possible. You never know. There you are, Wak-chan. I've been looking for you. Are you feeling like your old self yet? It's no use. Nothing I do works. I don't want to do anything at all, ever again, not until the sun disappears forever. Your brainwaves aside, you seem like you're still in peak physical condition, so let me give you this message. The Chaldeans will be heading to the 7th stratum at daybreak. If you would be willing to go with them as their porter, it'd be a tremendous help. Whoa, the 7th stratum? That's amazing. That's practically a stone's throw from the dreaded land. Even I've only been there once. My dad took me when I was a kid, and I only remember seeing the stars there. That sounds like a ton of fun. I guess those guys will go anywhere as long as they have a goal. Oh, but Olga's gonna be there too, right? I don't know what I want to say to her. Now I know I should have said something to cheer her up instead of just disappearing, but... Wakchan, you Olga Marie is no longer in Chichen Itza. She and the Chaldeans have gone their separate ways. I doubt she'll ever return. How'd that happen? I thought they were friends. Oh, what do I know? What do you know, Tepu? This would seem to be a good time to explain. I can only guess based on information I've been able to piece together, but I believe that you Olga Marie to be Aldia's enemy. No, not this, just that. She may also be the greatest threat to the Danos as well. You've heard stories about proper human history in the Lostbelt, yes? And you know how the world outside ours, the civilization of Earth, was erased by the bleached Earth phenomenon, right? Well, the bleached Earth phenomenon didn't just erase civilization, it also scoured every living thing from the planet. The being responsible for that is a foreign god, an alien who wiped out over 7 billion humans all on her own. And you, Olga Marie, is that foreign god. At least, so I believe. There are a few points that don't quite add up, so I can't be completely certain. But all that aside, whether by coincidence or miracle, we were able to speak and travel with her for a time, but that it was no more than a dream bound to end sooner or later. Quite frankly, our journey with her was a mistake. You're kidding me?
Please try to calm down, Lord Vakub. The king may not be here right now, but we are still in the presence of the solar sojourn. If you flap your wings too loudly... Shut up! How are you not bothered by this? How long are these fools going to keep falling over themselves, fawning over these damned outsiders? Even the king of dinosaurs is going along with it. Have they no reverence at all for the holy Shakta shrine? The shrine is meant to be where we give thanks for the sun's cycle. It is not a place to celebrate outsiders. How many times are they going to make the same mistake before they get it through their thick skulls? What good has foreign culture ever brought us? That damn crypta's knowledge has been nothing but poison. The inclusion of language has only created disparities between Danos. The Escalating have been growing strong at an alarming rate. The only reason you cretins aren't worried is because you don't know how far Mexico City has come. If there were other winged dinos besides me, they would tell you, just as I have, how terrifying that city really is.
Please calm down, Priest Vakub. Other priests will come by if you make too much noise.
No, they won't. They're all down there at the Shakti shrine making fools of themselves over the story of Camazotz's defeat. They have no sense of urgency, no concerns whatsoever about the impending danger. Why is that? Is it because you cretins never had any natural predators? Because you never knew how terrifying it is to be the only one of your kind? We must find a way to wipe out the Escalating. We ignore Mexico City's growing power at our peril. Danos rule in Mictlan. It's about time we started thinking that way. And yet Kukulkan has left the Escalating to do whatever they please. Next thing you know, she's brought back a human child and named him King of all Danos. And then, just when we thought she'd gone off to observe Mexico City from a distance, she comes back dressed like a damn ocelotl. This happened all recently. Proper human history's knowledge has tarnished Mictlan and our son. In fact, that woman has been far too welcoming to those proper human history outsiders ever since she learned of this God concept.
You mustn't say such things, Lord Vakub. Please, at least refrain from putting such thoughts into words.
Shut up! This isn't my fault. It's the fault of the king and the god who made me think this in the first place. Who do you think I am anyway? I'm a rare pterosaur. The only kind of dinos blessed enough to be chosen by the skies. It should be me standing at the top of Dino Society. Do you have any idea how much I've devoted to Mictlan for that purpose? Despair, repugnant king of dinosaurs. Despair, useless Kukulkan. That the cryptor showing up could change our entire culture proves that we never had any culture of our own to begin with.
This dude is going to be killed. I want to kill him. I hate him. You're exactly right, Lord Vakub. No one loves Mictlan more than you. You're the perfect dinos to lead us all.
All right. Move ahead with the plan we discussed. Tell Iskali I will agree to our second meeting in secret.
Oh, okay. You are just a traitor.
A plan to steal the sun, huh? It's bold, I'll give him that. But it was at least worth hearing what he had to say. I certainly can't think of a better pretext. Fine! If it will really save our dying son, he can have Chichen Itza.
Great, awesome. Lovely. I sure love when things fall apart because of one idiot. He should die. Well, let's see. Oh yeah, let's get started on this. Third Underworld. Shoshohuakui. Good enough. Anyways, let's get started on this. We'll start scampering our way through. Shoshohuakui. The big day, we're heading out. I heard you're heading to Metztitlán. I have some experience with the journey to the 7th stratum. Would you mind if I came along as your guide? I was hoping you would. I agree. We won't have anything to fear as long as you're there with us, Tepu. Hey, new line working all right? Can you guys hear me? Yep, loud and clear, Munier. Mictlan's magnetic field is pretty strong. In fact, every stratum has its own atmospheric density, magical energy concentration, and background radiation levels. Luckily, over the past few days, Professor figured out a way for our comms to actually adjust their signal to suit the environment. We still won't be able to contact each other while in the underworld, since his levels seem to be similar to singularities in certain ways, but otherwise we should be good to go. And we should be able to communicate while you're in the 7th stratum. That's great. We'll support you as best we can from here. You're either short or they're taller than I thought. You're leaving too, Lady Nito? Oh man, we're gonna miss you. But I guess you gotta go since it's 7th stratum. I mean, the 8th stratum is Camazotz's hideout. If he shows up again, it's gonna be up to you to defeat him. Take care, Big Bro Big Bro Tanner and Big Sis Mash for us. Of course, that poor excuse for a necromancer is no match for me. And once we conclude our business in Metztitlán, we'll return to your city. It would be a shame to let this new fame go to waste. She's gonna get turned into Nitocris altar and not be able to leave. I'm calling it now. So when I get back, we're gonna hold the Nitocris cup we talked about last night. Oh, can't believe we're gonna have another Shakti ceremony! Nothing can stop us now! I only beat Camazotz because it was essentially a bad matchup for him. I had a number of advantages going on. If we were to run into Tlaloc the Rain God again, I don't think I can defeat her as I am now. Good morning. Sorry I'm late. I went down to look at the shops first thing in the morning and I lost track of time, and they were even out of the thing I was looking for. Just goes to show that you should prep for an adventure ahead of time. Not to worry, Kukulkan. I have everything we'll need for camping out. We're all good to go. I've been guiding Tanner and Mash since the 1st stratum after all. Then I guess I'll just need to come along for the ride. Good job, Tepu. Of course I'll do the best I can, but why do you sound so happy about this? Because you've never been proud of any of your accomplishments before. This proves you've gotten better at asserting yourself and showing us when you're serious. I don't know if I agree with that. You two wouldn't either, would you? When you adjust your glasses, I can tell you mean business. Me too. You may not have realized this yourself since you're such a naturally gentle soul, but you clearly feel a great deal of responsibility for the jobs you accept and the results you produce. I see. Well, the thing with my glasses wasn't meant to convey my emotions. I made these myself. They help me avoid looking upon things I shouldn't. Like what, buddy? What might you see without those glasses, Just wondering. Anyways. Still, hearing what you both had to say just now was wonderful. I hope I can remember this moment perfectly forever. Okay, we should probably get going. It should take us about 2 days to reach the 7th stratum from here. We should be pretty safe with this lineup, but make sure you all stay sharp on the road anyway. And in case you're wondering about me asking that, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Again, you guys are really bad at keeping secrets. Like, immediately as soon as that happened in JP, you told me. You really shouldn't have. Anyway, starting to speak more? Found them. Kill the... Don't know what that is. Oh, geez, we're already in trouble. What the hell are they thinking? Are they trying to burn down the entire jungle? I guess this means we've entered their territory, the 5th stratum. Even so, I can't believe they tried to blast us with a fire before we even got close to them. Do they just not care about the jungle or the animals that live in it? Although I don't think we can talk our way out of this one, although I did understand a tiny bit. There's no time to be scoping things out. See that guy? He's a leader on there, the captain of their squad. We'd best take him out right now or he's going to be a thorn in our side for who knows how long. Alright, you guys better turn that machine gun into scrap metal and pawn it off to Koyanskaya. Will do. So, let's see here. Yeah. Why not? That on you. As for other servants... Well, actually, wait. Can we do support? Does it have to be them? Because I do... oh, okay, no, good. Because I was told that my friend also got a... Tlaloc. And we can use her. Let's see here. I don't see her there. Maybe here. Also, entirely the chance they are simply not logged in a bit, so we might have to refresh. Let's refresh. Okay, let's see. I also forgot their pretender, man. Like, I actually forgot that that's their class, which was not what they were in gameplay, which, again, raises a couple questions. Whoops, why did I click to that? Let's see here. No. Are you here? I don't know which one they're in, so... Oh. Right there. Snacks. Question marks, huh? Huh. Interesting. Let's see. Let's go Bond. Again, keep that going. Let's see here. We'll get you leveled up. Alright, keep working on your Bond. Let's go. Yeah, you're also getting there, right? You're good with that. And then, let's go. Sure, I don't use you very often. Let's actually use you. Okay, cool. Let's give you a try. Can we actually check your stuff? Okay, so let's see here. Pretender. Beatsilopoxley. Increase NP gauge, change to water, increase attack, crit strength, remove 1 guts, and when successful, decrease defense. Okay. Very defensive base there. Increase NP strength, increase NP gain when in water. You make water, right? Change to water, yeah. 3 turns. Okay. Your water field. That's your gimmick. Makes sense, right? That is kind of your thing. So let's see here. I wonder if she'll have a bunch more moves compared to what she had as an NPC. I really feel like she was just doing the same one over and over. We'll just start with... Oh wait, what's your voice? Did you see that? Sure. Sure, that sounds like what I would expect from you. Third sun. Okay, you got a bit there. Got that. Attack up, crit up. That there. Okay, and let's go 1, 2, 3. Let's see. What are you gonna do? Like there's no name is real interesting. Sorry, what? Sorry, what? Huh? Oh, what? Okay, I didn't think she'd have a random freaking mecha. What was that? Was that support fire? Was that just them attacking us? Okay. Yeah, I gotta say, did not expect that. No! There's a lot of stuff that I was like, oh, it's gonna be this. No, didn't expect that. Okay. Well. No crit. Oh, that's a cool one, the sword there. Nice. Okay. Burn, yeah, supporting fire, okay. Alright, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Big crit on this, please. Little flip, no crit. Come on. Target capture, sure hit. That's like a little annoying, but not that bad. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Got, oh no, not enough for you. There you go, and then... Oh, they drop on, that's fun. I wish I gave meter. It'd be broken if it did, but I wish it did. Alright. Come on. She has good animations, right? Nothing I'd say outstanding, though. Everything is fine. Of course, she does have a final ascension, which we don't have, so, you know, you have to unlock that one. Okay. Here we go. Big fella, Scorpio. One-man army, decrease HP for all enemies except target when attacking. Okay. Let's go. I don't think we want that. Actually, you know what? Let's get this going. Let's lock the cards. Yeah. Because you have a good combo with that there. Yeah. Increase crit strength, so you start gather raid. Gain extra ones, you get a special thing. Yeah, this is perfect with you. Holy crap, actually. Hold on. This is actually going to be real sick. Let's just do this with you. And then... You know what? Let's do this. No. Let's do this here. Big crits. Come on, no crits. Here's a crit. That's a big crit. Nice. 20. Oh, wow. You get a bunch of stars right away. Scorpio Alias. Scorpion Alias. What does that do? Oh, the spread damage sucks. Evade? Is it one left? Okay. I evade. MP strength up. You know what? Let's pop this. Let's go. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's see here. It hit. Kind of. It didn't. Why is it slow? Have I just not... Oh, it's because it's the new animation, right? With new voice lines. Oh god, not more Vor. Shoutouts to the Vor Dragon that was added to JP. Her boobers are wild. They're insane. Okay. Oh, see, even with evade, though, it doesn't matter. It's still gonna... Because it's not an attack, you know? Yeah. That's an interesting sort of thing I didn't even consider. Oh, and the cards are gonna reset now, right? Yeah. Oh, well. We can go... This here. Okay. Avalorn. Oh, but then that would go through even that. Yeah. This should kill, though. Yep. Good stuff. Hey, he hit level 5. I see there are cornfields around here, too. Of course, corn is considered the flesh of the gods. It's been modified to grow anywhere and everywhere in Mictlan. It's also one of Dano's primary source of energy, second only to the sun. As luck would have it, we have an excellent harvest today. Tomorrow we'll be entering the 6th stratum, the 3rd underworld. While I'm accustomed to it, the rest of you will be seeing the galactic sand dunes for the first time. So tonight, I want you all to get plenty of nutrients and rest up for the trek across them. I also have some sauce Baker was kind enough to prepare for us in the storm border. Is it butter? You're putting that black water on our holy corn? It looks kind of evil to me. What is it exactly? Wait, what? Black? Is it Worcestershire? It's soy sauce? Sure, yeah, okay. It's called soy sauce if you brush it over corn before cooking it. Well, see the results for yourself. Yay! Roasted corn! What the devil is that stuff? She can't handle soy sauce. She's like, I heard the soy makes men more feminine. And it's like, oh no. She's been getting into David's stash of weird Sigma male, like, bad stuff. You thought David Semvoid was a real name? Of course not. I'm the lost Tate brother. No! Wow, we are just jumping ahead. Wowie. Burnt Mazefield. Burnt Mazefield. If you say that like that, it's the Burnt Mazefield. It sounds like an actor in a Hollywood movie, but like in like the 80s. It's like, whoa. Yeah, that was Burnt Mazefield's like best role, man. Oh. Nintendo announced the Switch 2. Finally. Finally, it happened. I think Kukulkan just ate more corn in one sitting than most people could eat in their whole lives. Kukulkan, maybe that's enough. You'll give yourself a terrible stomachache if you overeat. Then again, she's eaten 10 times her body mass in corn already, so maybe there's no sense worrying. All good here. Tepu, another helping. I like her fangs. I've been missing out on this tastiest treat for 100,000 years, so I gotta make up lost time, yes? Man, proper human history is just downright devious. You're recklessly crazy. Why would you invent something that tastes like corn this good? Do you want this whole world's supply devoured? Well, I won't let that happen. I'm a god, you know. If it ever looks like we're about to run out of corn for good, I'll do everything in my power to make sure we don't. Ah, so this is culture shock. Terrifying. Seems we have a new possible cause of extinction on our hands. I'll look after Kukulkan, so don't worry about her. Enjoy your after-dinner chat. Thanos never really cultivated much in the way of culinary techniques, so I guess this is all very new and exciting for her. I'm glad the roast corn made her so happy, though. I expected she'd like it since she's humanoid like us, but it's good to get a confirmation. You know, Da Vinci, it may be a little late to be asking this, but if Kukulkan is his Lostbelt's god, why does she look like a human and not like a Danos? I'm kind of wondering that, too. I don't blame you for wondering. Whenever humans imagine being superior to themselves, they usually think of giants or beastmen. Their tendency is to mix the familiar human form with characteristics no ordinary human could possess. By that standard, you'd expect Kukulkan to look a lot more like Danos than a human. Hear me, evil roast corn, your days are numbered. I swear to not rest until every last kernel of you is in my belly. Are we sure she's not actually a dinosaur? Don't have a chat. I understand how you feel, but that's not nice to say. Okay, I was hoping to gather a little more information at first, but this seems like a good opportunity to move up our schedule and hold an emergency briefing. Gonna be kind of heavy for an after-dinner conversation, though, so be ready for that. I mean, whatever. Let's go. What are we talking about? You switched poses. All right, I'm not going to keep you waiting any longer. I'm sure you've been wondering about the origins of Mesoamerica in the Magecraft world, and why the 7th Lostbelt turned out the way it did. We should have discussed that at the start, so on behalf of Caldia, I'm sorry it took this long to get to it. But while we may have taken the scenic route to get to it, the time has finally arrived. Are you ready, everyone? Are you ready, Tanner? Then let's get this episode of Da Vinci's Mythology Corner started. Let's go. Yay! Lore. First off, Tanner. I believe Mash already told you about proper human history's Chichen Itza and the relationship between Maya and Aztec mythology, right? Do you remember what she said?
Mayan stuff first, Aztec later.
Very broad strokes, but since we're discussing Lostbelt, I guess a basic understanding will do for now. Then, taking all that in consideration, let's go over the journey so far. She brought out a freaking whiteboard, of course. We originally infiltrated the 7 Lostbelt in South America to finally settle the score with a foreign god. But after breaching the storm wall, instead of South America continent we expected to see, we found Pangea, the massive supercontinent which once contained all Earth's landmass. Immediately after, the ground split open, revealing what we can only describe as a light we don't yet understand. The light struck the storm border, sending it crashing down into the underground world known as Mictlan. Hey, we're under where that light was, right? Do you remember at the end of Tsukihime Remake what was under the feet of the Lumina? Makes you think, huh? As soon as they said, as soon as they showed in Tsukihime Remake what's underneath the feet of the Lumina, I'm like, it's tied into this. It has to be. And as you'd expect from its name, Mictlan strongly reflects the characteristics of Central America rather than South America. That might be because our creators don't know the difference between them. Don't worry about it. It's most likely because of Lostbelt's roots, that is, the basic idea underpinning it, comes from Central American proper human history. So it'd be more accurate to refer to this world as the Central American Lostbelt rather than the South American Lostbelt. That's going to get some fans quite angry. True, but its surface coordinates are still in South America, so let's just stick with the South American Lostbelt. Now, here's our first observation. Let's dig a little deeper into Central American mythology. In addition to being closely tied to the natural world, Central American mythology also tried to focus on an astronomical perspective. They took a great interest in outer space. In fact, there's still lots of depictions of rockets pointing towards the sky that remain in Mesoamerican murals and relics today. Why is that? The Magecraft world has a theory. They think that the Mayan civilization's interest in outer space may have started with a figure who already knew plenty about it.
As in an alien?
Yep, it came from outer space, but it wasn't kind of the creature you're probably imagining. 66 million years ago, during the 5th of the Big Five extinction events, an enormous meteorite crashed into the Yucatan Peninsula in Central America. The resulting shockwave is said to have become a massive heat wave which covered the entire planet. Are you saying that that's Ort? Are you saying that's Ort? Oh no. Effectively ending the dinosaurs' time as Earth's dominant life forms. I understand Danos are different from dinosaurs, but I've also been told their bodies are equally strong and durable. So if this event wiped out the dinosaurs and changed the entire ecosystem, it must have been quite the disaster. Yep, the earthquake created by the meteorite's impact exceeded a magnitude 11, and the resulting tsunamis were easily 300 meters tall. Recently, some people have come to believe that another meteorite landed in West Africa at the same time. But either way, there's no question about the impact on the Yucatan Peninsula. There's just too much evidence of it. There's the 160-kilometer crater along the peninsula. Iridium, a rare metal, was discovered there too. And above all the enormous underground cavern that was clearly formed by a meteorite impact. You see, there are lots of springs called cenotes in the Yucatan Peninsula. I jumped into one. They're essentially very deep pits with groundwater bubbling up at their bottom, which made them crucial sources of water. And one of the reasons these cenotes formed in the first place was the result of the changes the meteorite impact had on the bedrock, which explains why so many of the cenotes are connected to each other underground like a giant ant colony. See? This means there must have been a massive underground world running beneath the Yucatan Peninsula as far back as 66 million years ago. For the people living there at the time, the underworld of Xibalba from Mayan mythology was very real. Over time, this underworld myth was brought into Aztec mythology as well, where it was reborn as Mictlan. And the Magecraft world believes that the primal fear the locals had of Mictlan wasn't a product of legend, because the very real fear was inscribed upon their DNA.
Wait, so does that mean Mexicans aren't human?
No, they were perfectly normal except for one additional factor. You see, they were Mexican. The Yucatan Peninsula meteorite was absolutely chock full of resources. Oh, we got a Wakanda situation. And I don't just mean the kind of rare metals that are nearly impossible to find on Earth. I mean matter, even life forms that didn't exist on Earth at all. What I'm saying is, aliens arrived on the same meteorite that hit the Yucatan Peninsula. These are just fun words to say. You're kidding me. I know it's hard to believe, but it's the only explanation that makes sense. At any rate, the meteorite came with intelligent life from another planet. We don't know whether they used life on Earth as a host bodies like parasites, or they outright fused with them. Either way, this intelligent life arriving on Earth resulted in the rapid rebirth and development of advanced life on the planet. What's more, it did so in ways beings like ourselves, who reproduce sexually, could never duplicate. Hey, you can't say that, you're so small! These extraterrestrials had to multiply quickly, over a large area, and without pause, so they could cover all over the Earth. And the best way they could do that was via the world's most abundant form of life. Plants. Oh, the ferns we're talking about, right? This means the beings which arrived at the meteor weren't conscious beings, but fungi with the ability to store and convey information. Oh, trust the fungus? We're doing Mario Bros. Movie? They parasitized Earth's plants and helped to develop their seeds. Once humans came around, they were revered as incarnations of nature itself. Those are the roots of all Mesoamerican gods. They would attach to just about anything and lend them their power. What the frick is going on? This is an insane lore drop. At times, they appeared as natural forces themselves. Sometimes I bet they used animals as their host bodies. Other times, I wouldn't be surprised if they used humans. In time, the people who would eventually form the Mayan civilization were born. Those who became compatible with the fungi became priests, kings, and sometimes gods. This is insane. This is the most insane lore drop I think I've ever seen in this game. Like, there's no build-up. It's just, hey, did you know that there was a fungus on a meteorite, just like the Mario Bros. Movie, where, like, the fungus would attach to people and they'd get superpowers? So basically, in the Magecraft world, it's believed that it was these fungi which gave the Mayan people their visions of outer space. The fungi's homeworld. The Mushroom Planet? So these aliens, the visitors that attached themselves to the meteorite from 66 million years ago, were the origin of the civilization's gods. Huh? Da Vinci, when you say fungi, are you talking about the mushrooms we know today? Well, recently there have been theories that all fungi on Earth not only share a common language. What do you mean? What do you mean mushrooms talk to each other? No, you can't drop that. But they also communicate through their underground network. A topic for another time. You can't just drop that. You can't just drop that into the game and be like, yeah, mushrooms can talk to each other. And they all talk to each other. And like, when you step on a mushroom, now every mushroom knows you're their enemy. As someone who is legitimately mycophobic, I'm terrified. In retrospect, calling them fungi may have been misleading. They more closely resemble the roots of a plant than anything else. Imagine microscopic life forms that operate entirely via nerve tissue when you have the right idea. I guess they'd look a lot more like living filaments. I don't like that. I don't like that. Anyways, whatever happened to that Mr. Brain Body person we had? Anyway, while these fungi or plant roots or whatever you want to call them were able to store and convey information, they weren't able to achieve conscious intelligence on their own. It may sound bad, but in many ways they were like a virus that needs a host body to survive. I think that by attaching to a host, these beings were able to advance the host species and secure a livable biosphere. Carrier of the gods. I've heard there's a family in the Mage Association who's been watching over mystic fungi for the Age of Gods for centuries. What? Is it the same kind of thing? This has got to be some El Malloy bullshit. Yep, the organism's origins may be different, but the carriers of the gods follow the same logic. The result is humans infected with divine blood who can manifest mystics from the Age of Gods here in modern times. This is insanity. Where does this come from? It doesn't get much rarer than that. In Aztec mythology, Quetzalcoatl and Tezcatlipoca often appeared as humans despite being gods. But if Quetzalcoatl were actually god filaments using the king of that age as its host body, then it all makes sense. First, these aliens attached themselves to plants, which caused plant life to flourish. This resulted in Central and South America's massive jungles and rainforests. Then they use the plant roots spread out underground as a nervous system to cultivate all around the world. Over time, they noticed the emergence of humans, Earth's prime species, and oversaw the end of the Age of Gods. When these beings' own time ran out and they accepted they would never return to their home in outer space, they decided to entrust their hopes and dreams to their children inhabiting the Earth's surface, humans. And that is the story behind the Mayan and Aztec civilizations. Okay, normally I have the bonus of being like, yeah, I know about fate and stuff, like I know about a lot of the lore. And so when stuff like this gets said, I'm like, yep, no, we know this, and this doesn't seem out of nowhere. This one's hitting me like a truck. This one is legitimately hitting me like a damn truck. And I want to Google more to see like where does this appear if we miss this at some point, but I don't want spoilers. Their mythology still remembers Earth's Big Five extinction events, yet doesn't portray them in a negative light. Its mythology focuses on the rebirth of the species, filled with the will to overcome even the worst world-ending disaster. They accepted extinction and worked to overcome it. Kukulkan is asleep now, so I overheard your discussion. If I understand correctly, Da Vinci, you're saying that human history diverged based on the species. These extraterrestrials chose to carry on their wish to return to their home. In proper human history, they chose humans, and then the South American Lostbelt, they chose Danos, us. Does this mean this Lostbelt began after the mass extinction event 66 million years ago? If so, this Lostbelt would have had the longest history of any of them, by far. No, for that matter, it would mean this Lostbelt's prime species have been developing for even longer than proper human history. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all correct. But there's still a lot we don't know. It's safe to say that the meteorite that crashed on the Yucatan Peninsula marked the point where this Lostbelt began. But I can't see what happened after that. Why does Kukulkan look human instead of like a Danos? Why did this Lostbelt's god Filaments choose to parasitize Danos and not humans? These dinosaurs have been would have been also wiped out during the 5th big extinction event. So the Filaments were going to choose any species to parasitize. Surely they would have chosen mammals, the dominant form of life, just like they did in proper human history. I'm sorry, I'm pretty sure I've at least got the broad strokes right. I probably could have inferred a little more if Holmes were here, but this is the best I can do on my own. I see. You need more information to make additional references. Why don't we try looking at it from a different angle? We may not know why the god Filaments chose the Danos, but we do know the basis for our being chosen. Oh, sure, that pretty much is clear. Before I go on, I'd like to just go over some facts. Tanner, based on the information we've gathered so far, what can you say about the Danos? Their skin is unique, for sure. Whoa, you noticed. Impressive. Okay, now let's go over the rest of the answer. They, of course, have the same musculature as dinosaurs. They camouflage themselves like chameleons. They can communicate telepathically. They're herbivores despite their diversity in species, and they can nullify physical impacts using biowaves. It should be impossible for those traits to have evolved on Earth organically. They have high intelligence in particular. I don't mean it's impossible for them to be smart. I mean that most herbivores simply wouldn't be capable of it. It's not just feasible that at their size, Danos would be able to obtain the required nutrients for survival on a herbivore. It's just not feasible that at their size, Danos would be able to obtain the required nutrients for survival on a herbivorous diet alone. Which means the Danos must be replenishing the energy they need via different... Well, we know that they absorb it via the sun a bit. The teachings of the sun... They're able to live on water and sunlight alone. Oh, you mean the Danos are... Yep, they're conducting photosynthesis all the time, thanks to the god Filament's evolutionary help. This Lostbelt's prime species, the Danos, are a hybrid of both flora and fauna. They've been this world's dominant form of life for 66 million years. They're way more advanced than humanoids like us. Yeah, they're plantosaurs. Yeah, I kind of got that. I feel that was pretty obvious from early on. I can't believe it. I had no idea we were such incredible creatures. You sure are. You probably don't think anything of it, but you Danos are actually the perfect intelligent life form. Every last one of you is strong, and you don't have to compete with each other for resources to survive. In a way, you're just like the vision Krishtaria had of an ideal humanity, a species whose members would never need to fight among themselves. I'm glad it was the Danos who were the ideal species, the ideal prime species. Yes, Krishtaria's goal wasn't a pipe dream after all. ideal species he hoped to see exists right here. And the fact that they're all so kind like Tepu makes me so happy. That being said, even though I can make an educated guess about the meteorite hitting Yucatan Peninsula being the branching point for the South American Lostbelt, I still have no idea why it ended up with this unusual structure. The only way we're going to find out is by going to this observatory, but first, we gotta go through the next checkpoint, the third underworld. Then again, this time we've got Nitocris, Da Vinci, and the ridiculously overpowered dinosaur god snoozing away over there. So I'm sure we can handle anything this place throws at us. Bring it on, I say. Da Vinci's guesses are mostly correct. We did fall from outer space. We did end up stranded on this planet. In your world of proper human history, we are the ones who instigated the fifth mass extinction event 66 million years ago. But this is a lost belt. In this world, thanks to a tiny deviation in its past, the meteorite that devastated the Earth arrived 250 million years sooner. And that is where our worlds parted ways. It is also where the Mictlan you see here began. For 234 million years, we used our roots to keep... Oh, that's terrifying. Pangea never split because the fungi were there holding everything together. Oh, I don't like that. But then, 66 million years ago, the planet faced its third extinction-level event. In proper human history, this is where the old world ended and the new Cenozoic era began. Instead of waiting for humans like you to appear, we chose them to carry on. We chose the prehistoric children who continue to survive so valiantly on this planet, just like those of you who would be born later. So they then went into the planet. Oh man, okay. I see. So that's a dream we're having, who I think is coming from Kukulkan, right? Who, it says we arrived. That might be the royal we. Looks like everyone is still asleep. Oh, you woke up? What a coincidence, so did I. Since I'm up anyway, I decided to give Habitat a break and keep watch for her. I was just admiring Mictlan's night sky. Go get some more sleep. I've got the lookout stuff covered, yes? Oh, you're not going back to sleep? Then would you like something to drink? You need to stay hydrated, right? Oh, you want to know how we're seeing stars even so deep underground? Well, unfortunately, Mictlan's night sky isn't actually a window into outer space. It just looks like one. The stars we're seeing are just Mala using phosphorescence to imitate what the night sky of so long ago looked like. Oh, so that's Maya, apparently, I should say. Maya. The only real celestial body here is the sun. And even that's technically a fake, since it's actually a really tiny artificial recreation of the real thing. You know, I might just be imagining things, but yes? Were you only pretending to be asleep earlier, Kukulkan? Wow, you saw right through me. I didn't think it was really my place to speak up, so I figured pretending to be asleep would be the best way to not interfere. I mean, the whole conversation would have come to a screeching halt if you asked me to weigh in, you know? What do you think, Kukulkan? How did Mictlan end up like this? I wouldn't have known what to do if you asked me those kinds of questions. If you asked me, I'd have to answer, and since I can't lie, well, I decided to pretend to be asleep and wait till the storm passed. Does that mean you have something to hide? Oh, but you kept something from Da Vinci too, didn't you? There was a moment you could have pointed out she was wrong, but chose not to say anything. Why is that? You already know whose dream it was you saw back when you were in Chichen Itza, don't you? Is it because you don't want to interrupt, or because you, is it because you realized I was only faking being asleep, and you knew instinctively that if you spilled the beans, I'd kill you? Yeah, that. Yeah, I kind of got that. Really? Well, then you are dead on. If you told everyone, you'd all be gone now, cornfield and all. Anyway, that's enough joking around. You guessed right. That dream you saw came from the Maya, the god filaments rooted here in Mictlan. I don't know how you ended up harmonizing with Mictlan so well, but you didn't do anything wrong. Okay, it's the Maya. Okay. So there's nothing wrong with telling everyone what you saw and discussing it with them. But there's a pretty good chance that doing so would expose a, certain someone's thoughtless misdeeds. But I guess she will have no one to blame but herself for that. Honestly, I barely even remember anything from that dream. Huh? You mean you forgot what you dream almost as soon as you wake up? Are humans just like that? Oh man, now that I think about it, I'm the same way. I thought I was the only one who was so forgetful. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna say goodnight. Oh, just chalk all this all up to a dream and forget about when you wake up. I mean, don't worry about it, anything. I'll be keeping watch all night. All right, I'm going to see if I can't fall back asleep. And he just has the dream he's the dog again. The dog dream. You know, we all have those dreams where we become dogs, right? No? Okay. Well, maybe you just forgot. Anyways. Yes, next time, guys, we'll head into Shoshohuakui, where we will go on to the third underworld. All right, guys, we'll see you then for the 6th stratum as we continue on with some more Fate Grand Order. Ciao, guys. Yo.